Hi folks, and welcome for another battle report from the Hovel. This one is going to be a Peninsular War battle set around 1811. It's going to be a French assault on a scantily drawn forces for the Allies. And we'll have a quick look at the starting point on the table. And as you can see, the French are drawn up on the left and the British and Allies are drawn up on the right. The French plan is to attack semi-simultaneously on the villages and then apply pressure onto the British centre. As you can see, the French right is set up and is drawn up ready to attack the village, held by some British infantry units and some also, if we have a look on the next picture, there are also some more British infantry units and an artillery unit up the front. As I say, the plan was to attack this first and then was going to get the French left, as you can see in the picture now, was going to attack the other village held by the British units. Hopefully they were going to then force the centre, as you can see in the picture here, made up of the Spanish and some Portuguese and British infantry, hopefully weaken the centre and then pounce and break through the centre. So initially the battle lines are drawn out, and the French, as you can see here, the French right, initially started moving off with their two infantry brigades. In the foreground you can see the French and the Württemberg units, as the cavalry, French light cavalry brigade, swings around behind the back to take advantage. French divisionary officer there standing watching, and all's going well and going to plan at the moment. Straight away some of the skirmishing started between the 95th and the French volunteers, pretty much even Stevens on the head count there. The French soon started to advance with the French and Württemberger troops and started making pretty good headway. The cavalry slowly but surely swing around behind the French to get ready to pounce on any holes made by the infantry advance. On the French left, the just sporadic skirmishing can be seen from the village held by the British. Things are hotting up now on the French right. They're starting to advance almost to contact with the British. Despite casualties, things are all going well. Things started hot up in the French left. The French right now have made contact with the British. Despite losing a battalion, they make it to the walls of the village, led by the Württembergers on their left. Now they start making an advance onto the British held village. The Württembergers break through into the village on the French right, and sporadic fighting goes on pretty much all day. The cavalry brigades, both British and French light, eye up at each other and start to advance and break in and make contact with each other. It's a real seesaw battle, but both sides ending up falling back with honours even. On the French left, the battle really hots up. The British coming under immense pressure from a full-on French attack, and pretty much all straight away the British start breaking. Things pretty much have gone wrong for the British at this point. The centre starts to manoeuvre as they see a wall of French dragoons charging towards them. Despite some very, very good shots from the 60th Rifles in skirmishing, the French dragoons continue to advance, a shot down the whole of the table. You can see the British starting to break in the foreground, but the far village is still holding on, but pretty much curtains now. The newly formed British Light Brigade cavalry desperately try to intervene, but it's a little too late, and the battle is pretty much over. The British forces start to withdraw, and decisive French victory. As always, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. I hope you've enjoyed the battle report, and bye for now.